proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves who had been seared in the flames of withering injustice. It came as a joyous daybreak to end the long night of their captivity. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free.
Welcome to another episode of Guidelines for the Minority Young Man. Another topic that's near and dear to me. I wouldn't be talking about them if they weren't near and dear to me. You know, we defined two definitions before. The one drop rule, that was one of them. But this next topic that I'm going to talk about now is actually a person. Okay? Now, I'm going to say something to you guys that's very important. What he did, this person that I haven't told you the name yet, was seed envy, distrust, and self-hatred in the African American community or black community. Okay? The man that I'm speaking of is Mr. Willie Lynch. Willie Lynch was a pivotal figure in slavery in the United States of America. It's not that slavery wasn't going on. It's just that Willie Lynch in 1712, he came over to the United States to talk to the colonists of Virginia on how to not damage their product, you know. So as this man got off of his boat, he walked down the streets and he was going to the colony of Virginia. He looked around and noticed that they had young black men and young black women hanging from the trees. And he said, "This is wrong. You guys have this all messed up." And what he basically did is separated us into a caste system. You know, so you had the house, I'm going to say it because they used the term back then, but so to speak, in the historical term, the house nigger, you had the plantation nigger. I hate saying those words, but those are the historical references that was used towards us, okay? African American did not exist then. That's not what we were called. Negro, Negroid, or black, you know, and some other names. So what he did is taught the white men of America how to see distrust in us, how to make us tell on each other, be envious of each other, to the point that we were no longer a cohesive unit to work together. So if you can divide, you can conquer. Okay? A lot of you probably don't know where he's at. He has something out now that's called the Willie Lynch Letter. You know, if you could, when you have a chance, I charge you to look him up. Read the letter. If you don't want to read the whole autobiography of him or the whole books and everything about him, at least read the letter, because knowledge is food for your brain. Okay? But when I look around society today, in our black community, African American community, politically correct terms, when I read the letter, it hit me like a sledgehammer in the head. Because a lot of the things that I see us doing in the community, like if you see someone, well, not everyone, but sometimes if someone gets a new home or they get a new car or they get a promotion on their job or something positive in that young black man, young black woman's life or minority person's life in general, you know, not all minorities do it, but usually it's like, I don't know why they did that, or they shouldn't have did that, or they probably gonna lose that job anyway. You know, things of that nature is what here. And I'm not saying this all the time, you know, but it's more, for my personal opinion, more than 50 or 60% of the time. So whereas in the Asian community, you know, if someone gets a car or a house or something and they're congratulating them, they all go over there to eat dinner to congratulate them on the home thing. We don't do a higher percentage of that. So when you look around in your community, after reading the Willie Lynch letter, you'll understand. Read it 3 times. The first time to see what it says, the second time to understand what you read the first time, and a third time just to make sure you understand what you read the first 2 times. And hopefully by the third time, it will comprehend and seep into your head. Okay, I know some of the things and some of the words in the letter might be a little bigger for some of the age groups, but it's very, very important. The Willie Lynch letter is very important because he's a pivotal reason for the extended length of time that slavery has went on to this day. Because at 1712, you know, the black community and the poor white community, you know, we were actually revolting against things and starting to work together because they were poor and we were poor, you know, so we were starting to work together against the rich elite or the plantation owners, meaning the cotton bearers, the tobacco growers, the sugar plantation guys. We were working together against them as a group, and they had to figure out a way to divide and conquer us. So he came over and explained to them how to do it. You know, so he made a statement that slavery might go on for another 300 or 400 years if you follow his method. So he gave his speech in 1712. That's 305 years later that we are still feeling the effects of racism, segregation, and ill treatment towards us. Okay? Now, with all of this being said, you know, a great part of the Willie Lynch letter was not to allow us to read and write, okay? To keep us dumb and subservient. Now, in this day and age, we have the internet. There's no reason for you to be that way. No reason whatsoever for you to be that way. Information is at your fingertips. I'm sitting here with both of my computers now. Information is at your fingertips. Even cell phones. I just beg you to use it. Use it for more than just Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. A lot of those apps are dulling you down and not allowing you to use cognitive reasoning and thinking skills. Okay? Reading books makes your brain work harder and it pulls you into things. So please read the Willie Lynch letter. In this video, I'm going to post different links and things to that, so if you have a chance, you can click on it, go check it out, see what it's about. Once again, these are my personal feelings, my personal views. So if someone's watching and they don't really like this channel or like what I'm saying, feel free to delete me and turn me off. Young men, I will not tell you anything to hurt you, degrade you, or put you down. But I am giving you a guideline in life. Sometimes we fall a little left, we fall a little right, so we need a guideline to get back on track. But before I can really get into a lot of the topics that I want to get into, I have to make sure you understand the fundamental rules that usually apply to us. So when you see someone on the TV getting shot with his hands up, you know why. So maybe the next topic I'm going to do is going to be, why does the black man appear to be a monster to cops? You know, things of that nature. Once again, love, peace, and happiness. Work your mind and your body. And just because you have brown skin doesn't mean that you are weak. It doesn't mean that you're not strong. I want you to understand that the pressures of society are great for us. But the strongest item in the world is made under the greatest pressure. That's a diamond. So remember that. Consider yourself the gem. So through all the torment and everything that goes on, it's just making you stronger. Walter Webb signing out.